Hey guys, Raphael here again with Learn to Sell, Learn to Conquer, and author of The Pain of Comfort. Now, what I want to do for you guys today is give you 4 tips to improve your days and just overall well-being. The reason I want to discuss these 4 points is I hear it way too often, people complaining about their day and blaming pretty much anything but themselves for their current situation. They like to point fingers, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to take these 4 tips that I'm giving you today and implement them to have a better life overall. All right? So let's get right to it. First thing I want you to understand is that having problems in life is not the issue. As Tony Robbins says, that the only problem that we do have as people is that we think we shouldn't have problems. And he's absolutely right. So many times I hear people complaining that they can't do this, they can't do that, because of this, they can't do that. The list goes on. They all blame the problem. And we try so hard to stay in our comfort zone because we don't want to experience more problems. But the ultimate problem, as Tony Robbins says, is problems aren't the issue. It's the thought process that we have. It's we think we shouldn't have problems, and therefore we're unhappy. We see that we have a problem, and therefore we say, oh, I wish I didn't have this problem. Now I'm going to be unhappy. So really focus on that. Change your entire mindset around it. From now on, when you get into problems in life, take them on as a challenge. Be grateful for the problem, because with every problem you overcome, you actually grow as an individual and therefore have the ability to live a better life. It all comes down to what you do with that problem. You see what I mean? All right, so second point that I do have for you guys is take action. No matter what it is in life, you need to take action. Focus on solutions, not excuses. This is something, and I'm sure you're aware, at your workplace, at home, wherever it is, there are certain people that love to focus on excuses. If they put the time and energy into finding a solution, they would probably not have any issues anymore. But they focus their entire day on making excuses, finding ways to make it seem okay that they are where they are. They focus all their time and energy on the excuse. But never once do they think about, oh, you know what? I could probably handle this. Let's find a solution for it. Right? If you want to better your life, it is completely up to you. Make sure that you implement that point. All right? So third point I have for you guys is see your past as a good thing. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, I had this happen, because of that, I can no longer do this. Like I say, the list goes on. Yes, we all have it. We have all kinds of pain that we experience in our past, but the problem is that we don't have to live our whole life like that. The only reason why that happened was to give us a lesson. We need to learn from that lesson and grow as individuals. Because if we don't, if we look through the future wearing our past goggles and seeing everything and waiting for those little bits and pieces that are going to make us unhappy, we are ultimately going to be unhappy. So make sure that you see your past as a good thing and no longer as a bad thing. All right? So last point I have for you guys, number 4, don't try to be perfect. I can't stress this enough. Why are you trying to be perfect all the time? It is simply making you unhappy. So when you're looking at it, every one of us is different. And yes, competition is a good thing to a certain degree, but the only person that you should ultimately be competing with is yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you're not perfect in something. The only thing that you do need to do every single day is be a little better than the version you were yesterday. That's all you have to do. Don't try to be perfect all the time, and definitely don't compete with other people. Okay? So make sure you implement these 4 points that I'm giving you guys, because I just want you to have a better life. And some of this stuff, it takes a little time getting used to, but when the light goes on, believe me, your life is going to be a lot better. All right? Thanks for watching. See you soon.